Hey, Sandy Style, and I've been requested to do a little video on the confidence course, and how it got started and what the intent is of creating all these confidence course classes. So if you're not familiar with them, there's the home improvement confidence course, and now we're doing the woodworking confidence course. So generally, what I've done is team with cities. City of Iowa City was one of them. The Greater Iowa City Home Builders Association has been a tremendous help because I needed tools. We needed tools. And let's see, Habitat for Humanity, we did that one. That was the first one. Um, yeah, baptism by fire. And so the woodworking one, we're actually teaming with Johnson County Conservation on this one. And they've got an amazing wood shop that I know a lot about because um, little props to myself, helped create this back in 2017 when I was working with a landowner. And he had an amazing property, 132 acres, and said okay on me trying an alternative route for maybe developing in a different way. So we ended up, long story short, Johnson County Conservation owns it now, and they purchased all the tools that go with it. So there's just a really great wood shop out there inside a round stone barn. And if you sign up for the woodworking class in the fall, you're going to be able to play in that wood shop. So, um, but anyways, I want to talk a little bit about the intent of the confidence course, why it's called the confidence course. And the confidence course goes back to something that I went through when I was in the Air Force. I did 4 years active duty. I know I don't look like it, but I've always been a tomboy and liked to play on the farm, liked to play in mud, had forts, liked to build things when I was a kid. But at the same time, I still like to play dress up and decorate and do all those other things. But anyways, I I didn't really see a good place for women to learn how to do home improvement projects in a safe environment where there's no mansplaining and there's nobody putting you down for not knowing something. Doesn't matter what you come in with. All you have to do is want to learn. If you want to learn how to do home improvement projects, if you want to know how to install a door, I did not install that door, by the way. That was a little over my head. But putting trim on, replacing a vanity in a bathroom, these are things that I've done. Um, and most of the things that I've done actually was because I had to do it. I had to figure out how to do it because I couldn't afford to pay somebody to do it. Um, but I had built up enough confidence in myself that I could take it on. And I know there's a lot of women that don't have that confidence. Um, I grew up around it. My dad was an amazing carpenter, builder. In my eyes, he could do anything. He was Superman to me, and the coolest man in the world. And I miss him so much. But the confidence course got started actually because of him, inadvertently. He yelled at me in 2017 like I was a teenager. I didn't know how to fix something, and he just got really mad. He was going through cancer, chemotherapy. It was pretty evident that um, he wasn't going to be here for much longer. He ultimately passed away in 2019, uh, but he yelled at me in 2017 in the summer. It was really hot that day, and things weren't working right. And he just said, "When are you going to get a husband?" And the smart ass in me wanted to say, Well, never, because I might marry somebody like you. But a smart person knows what to say, and a wise person knows whether to say it or not. So I chose not to say anything, but I, I did start thinking about it, and sat down with a new friend of mine. Her name was Amy Pretorius, and she was with Elevation Home Builders. Um, and I came up with this idea. I said, Amy, do you think, what do you think of this idea? She said, well, Sandy, you're going to have to call it something else besides the confidence course. Otherwise, nobody's going to know what confidence course means. And she came up with the home improvement part and just encouraged me for the last couple years, um, and has been somebody that uh, uh, admiration is not even the word that I had for her. She was another girl like me. She was a Barbie doll, but we both liked to build forts and play with boy toys when we were growing up. So, but anyways, so I'm hoping with the confidence courses that you'll start learning that there's no such thing as forbidden knowledge. You can learn whatever you want to learn. You just got to have the confidence to learn. And generally, what I've seen with the courses that have happened so far is on the last day of class, you feel like you can take something on. And to be completely honest, wage gap is still alive and well. And any woman that's looking to buy a house on her own, which by the way is still the best way to get yourself in a financially better situation. Um, if you're going to be buying a house, you're not going to be buying a brand new house. You're going to be buying a fixer upper. But if you have the skills to make it really cute and add a bunch of character to it, like you can, yeah, you got that imagination. Um, this would be the class for you. So, and the woodworking one, this is going to teach you miter saw, planer, joiner, belt sander, router table, router bits. Some of those things I just said you may not know what means, and that's okay. We're going to teach you. But, and it doesn't matter. This is important. It doesn't matter what side of the field you're grazing on. It doesn't matter. um, I personally saw Magic Mike in the theater 3 times because Matthew McConaughey is, well, intelligence is sexy. Anyways, but it doesn't matter if who you are, what you want to learn. There's no such thing as forbidden knowledge. You can learn whatever you want, and hopefully the confidence courses will will keep going. I'm talking to some other cities right now that want to do it, and I'm grateful that I have the relationships that I do with various people in cities and government agencies that they want to team with me, and we figure out a way to do this. And thank God for the Iowa City Home Builders Association because they have been like the backbone, um, and all the people that I've met from that, just to say you can do this, and meeting different women that are part of the Home Builders Association and that are just like me, but still want to play with, tools. And, um, I realize a lot of women growing up, we were just shooed off to go into the kitchen or do something else when really we wanted to be, some of you wanted to be the ones out playing on the farm, tinkering with dad, um, taking things apart, and those fellow tomboys. I definitely was one, and you never grow out of it. You may not look like a tomboy anymore, but you don't grow out of it. Um, but for all those people, this is the class for you. And if you've already taken it, I'm so happy that you had the guts to take it. We're learning as we go, but it just keeps getting better and better every time. So, anyways, it, yeah, I do realize that for a lot of women, it's feeling you're not enough. Um, you're not capable of learning this, and I'm not sure where that comes from. I think it's ingrained in a lot of girls when they're little, and then a lot of boys or guys have this weight on them that they have to be the ones to rescue you um, and be your Superman, and you get to be Lois Lane, and that puts a really big strain on the whole dynamics, and it doesn't have to be that way. So, so that was just a little bit of background on the confidence courses. I'll try and do some more videos as as things progress. The woodworking one is going to happen in September, the last two Saturdays in September and the first Saturday in October. And we will also be having lab days during the week. So you can go out there and tinker and sand and keep sanding. And when you think you've sanded enough, just keep sanding. Yeah, because that's how woodworking is. But hopefully I'll hear from some of you, and don't feel don't feel ashamed to reach out to me. If you have ideas for other confidence courses for women, absolutely get in touch with me. I'll see what I can do. But that's it for right now, and hopefully this was helpful. Okay?